Hey there, pirates. Welcome aboard the Anime No Me channel. The true power of Buggy's fruit. Forget that nonsense about just splitting his body into pieces. The Bara no Mi turns the clown into a god of absolute luck. Yes, a god. Because think about it. Everything in this guy's life conspires to give him a happy ending, as if the whole universe were his secret fan club. That's not coincidence. That's hidden power. Let's break it down using undeniable manga chapters, analogies Oda himself used, and an unstoppable flow of energy. Let's set sail on this theoretical journey, backing up every twist with evidence as sharp as Myhawk's blades, and proving that Buggy isn't just a lucky loser, he's the master of destiny disguised as a fool. Let's start with the foundation. The Bara no Mi, introduced in Chapter 9, back in East Blue, when Buggy accidentally eats the fruit and gains the ability to split himself without dying. But even there, we get the first hint of divine luck. He survives an explosion that should have sent him to heaven, and instead of turning to ashes, he becomes a pirate captain. Chapter 11. Luffy defeats him, but Buggy escapes by floating away like a human cannonball, landing right into a flock of birds that carry him off. Birds? Seriously? That's not physics. That's the universe winking at the clown and saying, "Go on, champ!" And what if the fruit doesn't just split the body, but also splits bad luck, turning disasters into victories? Like a fortune field that bends probability and attracts crazy coincidences. Moving to the Orange Town arc, Chapter 18, Buggy gets tied up and thrown into the sea by Nami, but a convenient lightning bolt frees him at the last second. Lightning? In the middle of a clear day? That screams divine intervention. In Chapter 20, he regains his crew, not by strength, but because Luffy's chaos messes everything up in his favor. He ends up looking like the hero who survived the rubber demon. Now, the theory starts taking shape. The Bara no Mi might be a special paramecia with a hidden awakening that manipulates probabilities, splitting misfortune into harmless bits while multiplying luck. Buggy doesn't control it consciously, but the power works passively, like a magnet for miracles. Jump ahead to Logue Town, Chapter 99. Buggy tries to execute Luffy at the gallows, but a sudden gust of wind knocks everything down, saving the Straw Hat and sending Buggy flying. A gust of wind? Right when Smoker was about to fry everyone? Chapter 100 confirms that Dragon, Luffy's father, might have influenced the weather. But what if it was Buggy's luck that drew in this divine help? He doesn't die. Instead, he escapes and becomes famous as the guy who almost killed the future Pirate King. Betrayal of fate? Nope. Fruit power. Imagine the Bara no Mi splitting timelines, choosing the one where Buggy wins. A glitch in the game of life. Enter Impel Down, where Buggy's luck shines like a diamond in the sewer. Chapter 525. He's captured but bumps into Luffy on level 1, and instead of being crushed, becomes a reluctant ally. Chapter 527. During the escape, doors happen to open thanks to Magellan's chaos, and Buggy floats away from deadly poison. Chapter 530. He accidentally frees prisoners and gains an army without lifting a finger. Luck? Or the fruit bending events, so he always lands on his feet. Chapter 539. He escapes Impel Down unharmed, while monsters like Crocodile sweat blood. And Buggy? He just laughs and poses like a leader. Marineford is the peak of this deity of fortune. Chapter 551. Buggy arrives as a prisoner, but Shanks tosses him a hat, confusing everyone and raising his status to legendary. Chapter 557. He survives admiral attacks. Akainu hurls magma, but Buggy splits and flies away, landing safely on an ally's ship. Chapter 563. Myhawk attacks, but his blade misses by inches, and Buggy brags about being immortal. Chapter 580. While true heroes fall, Buggy walks out a national hero, promoted to Shichibukai for achievements that were pure luck. Shichibukai, him, the weak clown, that's cosmic luck. The theory explodes here. The Bara no Mi might be tied to the D lineage, but for Buggy, it's a karma inverter, turning humiliation into promotion. Post-time skip, the god of luck rises to Olympus. Chapter 700. Buggy becomes the head of Buggy's Delivery, a mercenary empire, thanks to Impel Down contacts who just happened to find him. Chapter 803. During Dressrosa's chaos, he escapes pursuit while Doflamingo's empire collapses. Chapter 956. With the Chichibukai system abolished, Buggy should have sunk, but in Chapter 1056, he forms Cross-Guild with Crocodile and Myhawk. How? Luck! Crocodile uses him as a front, but Buggy ends up as the official emperor on wanted posters, earning billions of berries without breaking a sweat. Chapter 1058. The Marines chase him, but he flees in a balloon and lands on a hidden treasure. Treasure? Seriously? Let's connect some parallel arcs to cement this. In Jaya, chapter 233, Buggy hunts Bellamy's treasure, but Luffy's chaos benefits him indirectly, boosting his reputation. Enies Lobby Arc, chapter 490, his absence equals survival. He dodges the buster call that would have killed anyone. Sabaody, chapter 504, he's called lucky for surviving the New World. Chapter 700 again after Punk Hazard, his organization grows while others crumble. Chapter 956, once more, the Shichibukai abolition should have doomed him, yet he rides the wave like a pro. Now let's dig into the mythology. What if the Bara Bara no Mi is a Void Century relic connected to Nika? Chapter 1044 reveals Nika as the god of freedom and laughter. Buggy laughs at everything, and his luck sets him free from every chain. Chapter 1114. Vegapunk mentions fruits with wills of their own. Buggy's fruit might will to divide misfortune, making him immune to failure. Chapter 1069. The origin of devil fruits born from human desires. Buggy desired effortless fame, and the fruit delivered eternal luck. Chapter 1115. As the world sinks, Buggy sinks into problems but always rises richer. Egghead Arc Update, Chapter 1120. Buggy is hinted as key to the finale, with his cross guild challenging the Yonko. Chapter 1125. He survives a Gorosei assassination by miracle, confirming his godlike luck. Chapter 1130. In Elbaf, rumors spread of Buggy joining forces with giants. Luck, once again, puts him center stage. Let's weave it all together. Buggy starts as a comic villain in Chapter 9, but his path is a staircase of miracles. From failed captain to accidental emperor. The fruit isn't just physical division, it's metaphysical division of fate, splitting misfortune into tiny pieces while clustering luck around him. Why? Because Oda loves irony. The weak clown is the luckiest of all, proving that in One Piece, fortune beats strength. Examples, Chapter 25. Survives cannons, 100, gust of wind, 530, free army, 580, promotion, 1056, empire. Everything works out in the end, and what if his awakening becomes conscious? Chapter 1150, speculative. Buggy awakens in Laugh Tale, dividing the luck of the world, becoming Luffy's hilarious ally in the final arc. He's the god of luck because the fruit chose him, and as Chapter 1117 suggests, Vegapunk confirms that devil fruits have their own wills. Buggy isn't just the clumsy comedian everyone thinks he is. He's actually the master of destiny disguised as a clown. And I'm not saying that just because he's a charismatic character or because he somehow survives everything in unbelievable ways. No, the true power of the Bara Bara no Mi goes far beyond that. The fruit he ate doesn't just let him split his body into pieces. It seems to be the manifestation of something much deeper, the control over luck and misfortune. Yes, you read that right. Buggy isn't a lucky loser. He's a god of absolute fortune, a manipulator of destiny, someone with the universe conspiring in his favor with every step he takes. Let's stop and think about the first time we see Buggy. Back in East Blue, in Chapter 9, he makes the mistake of eating a devil fruit by accident, and instead of being destroyed, he gains the ability to divide himself without dying. But right after that, something that should have been his end, an explosion in Chapter 11, actually saves him. He survives and somehow ends up floating away, carried off by a flock of birds. Because of course that makes perfect sense, right? It's as if the entire universe were saying, go on, champ, you've got a great destiny ahead. And if that's not enough, think about the Orange Town arc. After being tied up and thrown into the sea by Nami in Chapter 18, a lightning bolt conveniently strikes and cuts the ropes that were holding him. On a clear, sunny day, a lightning bolt. Guess what? Divine intervention, of course. That's not coincidence. It's the fruit's power, already shaping Buggy's life as a sequence of accidents that always end up working in his favor. And of course, let's talk about Logtown, Chapter 99. Buggy tries to execute Luffy, only to be caught in a sudden gust of wind that not only stops him from completing his mission, but also saves him from a situation where, honestly, he should have been wiped out. Dragon Luffy's father might have influenced the weather at that moment, but what if Buggy's luck was the real deciding factor here? The windstorm that could have simply blown Luffy away instead helps Buggy escape, earning him the title of the man who almost killed the future Pirate King. Here, we start to see that this fruit goes beyond physical division. The Bara Bara no Mi seems to have a passive awakening, one that manipulates probability itself, creating situations where Buggy always comes out on top no matter the odds. That was today's content. We hope you liked it and want to share your opinion on the subject. Don't forget to share the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay amazing.